Rick's Firearm Academy of Detroit presents personal protection and safety tips. This is a regular ongoing feature of Rick's Firearm Academy of Detroit in addition to Legally Armed in Detroit Laid. This is our regular feature where we impart to listeners at least one personal protection tip per episode. This is our opportunity to share and give back to the gun rights community. By the way, if you've enjoyed this tip or if you've enjoyed many of the others in this series, please do us a solid favor. Please like this video, leave a comment, and kindly consider subscribing to our channel. Okay, let's go ahead and get started with today's tip. Today's protection tip is to watch your six. If you were standing at the center of a huge analog clock, not a digital one, but a clock with two hands, the big hand, the little hand, analog clock, and you were facing the 12 o'clock position straight ahead of you, you would be at 12 o'clock. Alternatively, 6 o'clock is to your rear, which needs to be guarded and protected to enhance your safety. When on foot, keep strangers at a reasonable and situationally appropriate distance, especially when standing in line awaiting service. Most predators see a turned back as an invitation to attack. You know, on a personal note, I am very conscious of my rear as it relates to personal safety, and a lot of times this comes into play when I'm entering a building of some sort or another, or passing through a narrowed opening into a greater area adjacently positioned. And sometimes there are people who will volunteer to hold the door open as, you know, they invite me to walk past them. Well, I don't do that for the simple fact that, just say for the sake of happenstance, this person is not a good person and this person wants to attack me. The last thing that I would want to do is to turn my back to this person and walk by without a care in the world. That would be a perfect opportunity for me to be clocked upside my head or have a gun shoved into my back. Doesn't make sense, in my opinion, from a personal protection standpoint. Better yet, when presented with this situation, and it happens from time to time, I will act like those two chipmunks in the old cartoons. I'm dating myself, but if you're as old as I am, you remember the two polite chipmunks, Chip and Dale, no, after you. Oh no, after you. They go back and forth until they, go through the opening or down the chipmunk hole together simultaneously. Well, that's how I am. I will just stand there and graciously extend you the opportunity for you to go. I know my character. I don't know yours. And some people take it personally when I don't trust people that I don't know. you know, uh, it takes being robbed at gunpoint in your driveway to really shift your mindset to that perspective. But in general, I think people are good. But you know what? That's not everyone. In any population or grouping of people, however you want to segment them, everyone is not a good guy. So unless I know otherwise, and I don't know you personally, you are suspect in my mind. Now, how I actually interact with you is going to be situationally dependent on a lot of different factors, where we are and what we're doing. But I tell you what, from a personal perspective, if me and a person simultaneously arrive at a portal such as a door, I am not going to turn my back to you while you do me the favor of holding a door open. You know what? I'll hold it open for you. And then every now and then there's these guys who, I guess they feel like they're exceptionally polite, and we'll just be standing there like we're both frozen in time waiting for the other one to move. But I'm not in a rush. I intentionally make my appointments such that I arrive, early, so early that I can take my time getting there and get there ahead of time so that the promoter of the event that I'm attending doesn't freak out because they don't see me waiting in the wings to take the microphone. But needless to say, I am not in a rush to go through a door or any other portal or passageway. You're a stranger, you're suspect, I don't know your character, and you could be a danger to my safety. So, you know what? I will let you proceed forward. Furthermore, another thing I'd like to add is that you should be mindful that everyone opening a door for you is not chivalrous. You know, turning your back to some people might actually be offensive and could engender some negative feelings and emotions in that person. So, as I said before, as a general rule, I do not turn my back to strangers, especially when going through portals as such as a door. This has been another edition of Personal Protection Safety Tips with your host, Rick Ector.